Hey guys, I'm going to be doing this in a one shot where I'm not going to cut anything that happens during this video. But anyway, we're going to be covering some of the games I have for Nintendo Switch. We're not going to be showing any game clips. Maybe if you want me to do an actual video of all the games I own and some game clips on them, then do comment below if you want that. But we're going to be talking about some games I had since I got the system. So here we have Kamiko, which is top-down sort of Zelda-esque type game. Shovel Knight is a 2D platformer, and this has the whole trilogy, plus if there's any DLC that will be coming to this version of the game. It is very good. I totally recommend it. There's Wonder Boy The Dragon's Trap, which is a really good 2D platformer. A very cartoony, lovely art style. I really want to beat this one. And actually, speaking of Shovel Knight, I actually only really recommend getting the Spectre Knight episode. That'll be cheaper. And the other two are really just a repeat of the first Shovel Knight story, so I just really recommend the Spectre Knight. I Am Setsuna is a RPG set in a snowy lands. I can't remember the name of them to be honest with you, but it's a pretty good game. I haven't really played that much of it to be honest with you. Here we have Thumper. It's a rhythm game where you play as a space beetle, and it's pretty cool. Has some really cool beaty music, if you know what I mean. If you don't already know what Stardew Valley is, it is a Animal Crossing type harvesting type game. It's very fun. You can be playing it for days and hours and months, maybe, if you really want to play one game for a very long time. I didn't play that much of this. I actually own this on PC, and I have this on Switch as well, so maybe I'll get into it someday. Here we have one of my most favourite indie games of all time. This is World of Goo. It is a fantastic game, and I really can't recommend this game enough. I played it back on WiiWare. I played a bit of it on the Switch, and it's still great many years later. Lego Worlds is a Minecraft clone, obviously. It's pretty good. It's more in depth than Minecraft, but a little bit more complicated at the same time. It's a little bit limited on the Switch. I feel like there's some things need to update in it, so yeah. Lego City Undercover is a really good 3D platformer that stars Chase McCain, who's a cop, and it's a really, really good game. I totally recommend this one, and I really want to finish this one at some point, but probably not this year. Here's my first and only Neo Geo game, which is Wacky Wacky 7. It is a really good 2D fighter game with very cartoony and wacky art style, and I really highly recommend this one. This is one of my earliest games. Snake Pass is one that I do not recommend unless you want to torture yourself with bad controls, and well, the music in this game is very good, and I'll be honest with you, I have 100% this game in a weekend or near a weekend. It really just did my head in, really, to be honest with you. I don't know why I spent so much time playing this one. Here we have Unbox Newbie's Adventure, not a very good 3D platforming game. To be honest with you, it's very underutilized on the Switch when I was playing it at launch, and I don't think they've actually patched the problems of that one. Here we have Splatoon 2, of course, the sequel to the first Splatoon, which is a shooting game where you play as Squid Kids, and it's really good, and I highly recommend that one as well. Here we have Graceful Explosion Machine. It's a 2D side-scrolling shooting thingy. It's really hard to explain. It's just like a sort of 2D perspective shooting game where you have to sort of fight like waves of enemies, and it is pretty fun. It has a really nice art style to it. Golf Story is one I really should play more of. It's a really good game, and I've seen some people play it, and it's a really good game. I really recommend this one. It's just golf, really, in an 8-bit style. We have Mario plus Rabbids, which is a strategy game, and it's pretty good, but I haven't played that much of it, to be honest with you. Here we have Shantae Half Genie Hero, another 2D platformer with a really nice art style. Next up we have Namco Museum, which is a really cool collection of retro games such as Pac-Man and Galaga, and oh gosh, I can't remember the other ones, but it has Pac-Man Versus from the GameCube. And I think Galaga and the Galaga Near game was really good. I can't remember the name of it, but I really love playing this game. It's totally for me. Rocket League is really good. Of course, if you don't know what Rocket League is, it's a football game where you play as cars. It's really cool, and it works really well on the Switch. Here we have Pokken Tournament. I have played quite a lot of this game, but I also had it on the Wii U, so I didn't really play as much as I really could have. And I really need to finish the story in this version of the game because it's still a pretty good game, but maybe not great to play twice over, to be honest with you. Here we have Skyrim. This is one I really want to play more of, and of course, if you don't know what Skyrim is, then you'll be living under a rock for like 10 years. It's an adventure type game like Zelda. Here we have Sonic Mania. It's really, really good 2D platformer, a very hard one as well. So Be Prepared it is almost the same difficulty level as the original trilogy, and it's a really, really good Sonic game. Here we have Arcade Archives Mario Bros, which is the arcade Mario Bros game. It's really, really good. But the only thing is there's only very little difference gameplay every time you beat the levels, so it really is just a traditional arcade game. Here we have Sonic Forces, which is it's not my favorite 3D Sonic game. I'd say Mario game. It's not my favorite Sonic game, but is still pretty good. I enjoyed playing it, and that's me about 10 or 15 hours. I can't remember, but it was quite fun. I'll probably play more of it. Here we have another game, which is Street Fighter 2, The Final Challengers. If you like Street Fighter, you must own this game. If you like 2D fighters in general, you must own this game. It is good. Here we have Mantis Burn Racing, which is a top-down racing game. It's really, it's quite fun. It's decent. I was wanting to do a review on this one at one point, but then I started playing a later game, which was Gear Club Unlimited, and I like that game more. So this was really my first top-down racing game besides Wave Racing the Game Boy. So yeah, here we have Fast RMX, which is a really, really good futuristic racing game like Wipeout and F-Zero had a baby. It is amazing, and it's a sort of upgraded port of the Wii U game, so I totally recommend buying it again if you had it on the Wii U. Of course, we have Mario Odyssey. No one knows about that game. I don't think anyone bought this one. Personally, I didn't like this game much. I already did several videos on it, so you can check out older videos on my channel. So yeah, crappy 3D Mario game. But here I have Riptide GP Renegade, which is a futuristic wave race type game. Pretty good. I really enjoyed that one and need to play more of it to beat it. Here we have Pinball FX3, which you can actually download from the eShop for free. You can buy tables for it. I bought the Portal 2 table. It's a really cool game, and I want to see the Star Wars packs or Star Wars tables come to this game because they are amazing. There's Minecraft. I played so much of this game building the Animal Crossing map, which you can check out as an older video on my channel. Next up we have ARMS, which is a really interesting fighting game. You play as characters with long arms. I'm sure you've heard about this one. If not, check out some gameplay. It's quite a weird one. It's kind of like Punch-Out. Next up we have Stern Pinball Arcade, which is a really good, decent pinball game, kind of like Pinball FX3, but it's much more realistic, and you have a whole set of tables if you buy the physical version. If you buy the digital version, or rather download the free demo, you'll have to buy all the tables individually, so I really recommend buying the physical copy so you can get all the tables. Next up we have Batman the Telltale series. Sorry guys, I'm not going to be editing this one. This here is really good. I've never really played much of the Telltale games other than the Borderlands one on the PS4. I played a little bit of that. I like this one more because I'm really into Batman right now, and I want more Batman games to come to the Switch, and I got a physical copy of this one, which is cool. That's why it's a little cartridge symbol not showing there. Here we have Oceanhorn, which is a Zelda clone, really good. Well, I think it's pretty good. Some people don't like it, but I love top-down Zelda games, so I like it. Of course, we have another, not many people talk about this one, but this is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. No one's heard of this one. It's a adventure game starring Link, not Zelda, obviously, and yeah. No, guys, obviously you play as Zelda, no, but you play as Link. And it's a really, really good game. Played loads of this and I still haven't beat it, and yeah, I beat the main story and I'm now working on the DLC, which I tried to do a stream of the other day. It didn't go down too well. Here we have Mutant Mudds Collection, which is a collection of the Mutant Mudds game series, and I really like the first game, and there's also Super Challenge and Mud Blocks, and I really highly recommend this one. It's really good. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, this is the best arcade racer on the system other than Gear Club Unlimited, which I really, really like. It's really in-depth. That's a really more in-depth game when it comes to cars and stuff like that, but Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is a must-have for the Switch. Here we have Brawlite, which is a Super Smash Bros. Clone, and I really like this one. This just came out recently. It has its problems, but I think it's still worth getting. It is going to get some patches, so hopefully that'll fix things. Next up we have Gear Club Unlimited, which is a racing game where you can buy cars and you can race, and there's like hundreds of races in that game. It's fantastic. Then we have the next Pentalope. I haven't played much of this, but it's like F-Zero crossed with Wipeout and top down.